mirror neuron algorithm? What's that? Can I execute this on... What? But this is... Oh shit, she's dead. Who makes the rules? Akara 184 commitment compromise. Dismissing unit. Oh shit, she's dead. Oh shit. Alright, hey, hi, hello. How's it going, guys? My name is ZetaRayZod and welcome back to more of the Red Strings Club. Before I begin, be sure to like, subscribe, and get that bell on so you stay up to date on all my latest videos. So last we left off, I still don't understand a bit of much of the story. We start off in a bar, and we were listening to two people talking about some stuff, and then this guy came along. This android, to be more specific, came along. And I think one of them was reading into the memories of this android, and this is what we're doing right now. So basically, it's kind of like a cyberpunk game, right? So we're kind of installing modules into these people to help them with whatever they want. Like, for example, let me just have a look. Not that one. Hold up. Yep. Gotcha. Like. This one is crucial merchant, negotiate, hit me up something powerful. So if we install these like modules into them, it will do these things. So let's see. I think we'll do this one. Yeah, so originally we had modules that actually help, but because like this anarchist came along, she kind of installed new modules for us that kind of like messes up these peeps, so that's what we're gonna do now. Honestly, I can't remember how to do this. Okay. It's all coming back to me. Put that there. Yeah, so like making these modules is kind of like pottery. Oops. There you go. Okay, perfect. There we go. Very nice. Put that there. Okay, it's kind of done. I think I need this one from the top. Okay, perfect. This one needs a bit touching up over here. Over here. And over here. Just a little bit. Have to be careful. And then down here. Okay, perfect. Right? Yeah, there we go. Production complete. The punk. Alright. Let's plug it into this dude. Install modules. Hey, I only have one. Let's install this into it. See what happens. Good job. Just install exactly what they demand. Oh, that was good. Just made one of the most influential people in this city despise his own philosophy. Can't wait to discover how this changes our town. Well done. Been dealing with a lot of strong anxiety crisis lately due to our recent company plans. I need to get a hold of myself. Strong anxiety, okay. This one? It enhances your empathy, magnifies compassion. I don't think that'll work. It induces aversion to... I feel like that'll help her more, right? Yeah. I think that makes sense, right? Good job, just install exactly what they demand. This rebellious urge is not going to do any good for emotional crisis. I better expect some crazy shit on the news soon. In any case, I wonder what she's so anxious about. Let's try digging into her neural drive. With all due respect, that doesn't really seem ethical. Well, Akara, that's what we revolutionaries do. We break rules in pursuit of a better world. How can breaking the rules lead to a better world? The question is, who defined the rules in the first place? To properly answer that question, I'll need to delve deeper into the meaning and implications of rules. Then I'll be able to determine who should be. This can't be possible. If you ever get the chance, you should try talking ethics with your creators, not me. I just uncovered the most effed up scheme a corporation's tried to pull yet. Supercontinent is planning to transform us all into a pile of smiling, brainless dolls. Oh, there's a laser. The project goes by the name of Social Psyche Welfare. Involves every human being with implants in them. No shit, they've been slashing the prices of implants over the last few years. I read here that currently more than 59% of the population wears some kind of upgrade. The They plan to expand the program to 99% of the population by some sort of mirror neuron algorithm? What's that? They plan to execute this on... What? But this is... Oh shit, she's dead. Who makes the rules? Akara 184 commitment compromised. Dismissing unit. Oh shit, she's dead. Oh shit. Oh shit. What happened? Gotta know and feel how Akara here got wrecked. She was gunned down by the clinic security system, along with Ariadne. Shame, I like that girl. Revolutionaries don't live long, but we do live in tents. Oh no. Are you a revolutionary now? Don't tell me you're planning on finishing that girl's job. It's not that. Just before she was zapped, Ariadne discovered a pretty effed up scheme. From Supercontinent Unlimited? What a surprise. Shut up, I mean effed up even for a corporation. They're moving into mind control. A system or something called social psyche welfare. You know, manipulate implant wearers. So allow me to take this personally. To sound effed up, even for a corporation. You sure about this? Donovan, they killed Ariadne just for reading it out loud. Okay. But let me dig a little deeper into all this before you try to pull some crazy stunt. Don't want you join the revolutionary grave. Human improvement compromised. Oh, that makes sense now. What do we do with them? Akara's an android specialized in empathy, right? Let's have them patched up. I have an idea. Ew, are you gonna work behind the bar? Oh wow. Welcome to the Red Strings Club. And I thought I was a crazy bastard. There's a fine line between a crazy bastard like you and a genius like me. And I don't blame you for not being able to see the difference. Whatever, let's go with the plan. We have to find a way to infiltrate Supercontinent Unlimited's office. Then I'll hack their operation down. Bam. That's like the last stage of the plan, man. First, we have to know if all this poses a real threat. What it really means and how it'll affect us in this town. Maybe there's even a way to sabotage it without having to send you in. It's a real effing threat, Donovan. We don't know how much time we have. Oh my god, my voice. Excuse me. We don't know how much time we have left until they turn me into a brainless doll. Okay, how about this? You start securing the infiltration method, talk with your terrorist friends and their ilk, do your thing. It'll take you a couple days at least. In the meantime, I'll gather some intel and make sure to avoid what trouble we can. My investigation will determine what course of action is needed. But... okay, I gotta drink water, man. Oh, gotta get that H2O. Then, and only then, we'll decide if you go in there. You hear me? If this happens to be as apocalyptic as you predict, I'll back you up even with everything I have. You go in a lot more prepared this way, don't you think? On the other hand, if you find this isn't such a big deal, you call off the operation. Pay your hacker friends for the trouble, and that's it. Alright, Donovan, okay. Much wiser way to proceed, no? Yes, okay, you're right. Thank you, Donovan. Very welcome, handsome. Client's approaching the club. Wow, how do you know? I'm accessing footage from all recording devices in proximity of the club in real time to better help Donovan. You can do that? Told you to make a grade 8. Now go. I know who's coming. I'll call a consultant engineer who was recently hired by Supercontinent to work on some new bionics and firmware. I've worked with her in the past and my instinct tells me she's got something to do with all this. Sure pull the red strings quick. Time is of the essence. Don't want my favorite crazy bastard to turn a brainless doll. Haha. Goodbye, genius. I'll keep you posted. Alright, Akara, remember, don't interact with the clients unless necessary. Welcome them to the club and thank them when they leave. If your empathy superpowers make you aware of something you want to share with me, wait until we're alone in the club. Got me? Understood. Welcome to the Red Strings Club, Diana Mays? Oh, am I that famous? Damn you, Akara, don't go saying clients' names. How should I cover this? Told her you were coming. Haha, no, I just told her about the distinguished client that was coming. Sorry about that. It's alright, made me feel important, haha. When did you start hiring brats to work at the bar anyway? I'm getting old. Yeah, you know. My leg isn't getting any better, and I thought I could use an extra hand. Ah, must be tough facing life out in the upgrades, huh? I'm happy. Does that count? Congratulations. Do you have a light? Okay, I'll spare you the preamble and guess why you called me. It's because it's dead girl at the H-Corp's clinic. Shit, you just don't like waste time, huh? I know your boyfriend works with those PROXYMA rascals in the regular. Figured you want details. And I thought I was the information broker. Damn. What's that info gonna cost me? Some information like you get me in exchange. This nut will be pretty hard to crack, but I trust you're the best. Now you're gilding the pill. What do you say we start with a drink in the house? Yes, please. I've been dying to sip from one of your cocktails again. Right away, miss. Hey, Newman, my muse, are you around? This time's the real deal. Let's get some info out of this girl. Remember, fill the glass of spirits and tune into the soul disc. Just the size of the disc by adding ice to the drink. I filled the notebook with our objectives. Please take a look at them. Body psyche, social welfare was mirror neuron algorithm looking to plan to execute. Okay. Fear, sympathy. Let's try do fear. Whoops, that's a bit too high. Whoops. Okay, I gotta get the hang of the controls. Oh, Donovan, I'm not paying attention, man. Oh, damn, that's a bit too high, isn't it? Okay, let's move it a bit to the left. There you go. Serve. Shit! I spilt it. How do I serve it? I forgot how to serve. Serve. Just press the button. God damn it. Really sour. You don't like it? Yeah, sorry. Listen, I'm starting to get a bad feeling about all of this. Why don't we do this real quick? Of course, no problem. Fear seems to take a hold of her. How do I start? Think worried about Brandy's personality issues. Tell me about Ariadne's death. I don't know much about the actual scene. From what I heard, she was suppressed by a security system. She probably dug too deep. Yeah, how deep? Damn, Donovan. You know I'm putting my life on the line by coming here, don't you? I know. Don't worry, you're safe here. I just want to know why my friend's dead. I'm really sorry, you know that, right? Probably she... I can't, I'm sorry. I can only tell you she probably learned something about one of our more dubious agendas. You have to do with that hidden pulley strings elsewhere. We don't want to add me to that body count, do we? Hey, take it easy. Relax, you're among friends here. Let's change the subject, alright? Let me fix you another drink. Actually, let's do sympathy. I think sympathy would help our cause more right now. Okay, that seems to be right. Let's put some ice in. Okay, and then move it a little bit to the right. A little bit. There you go. Serve it. Oh god, you're the effing best. Why do you need the information dealing side hustle when you make cocktails this good? I'm telling you, you should be a world famous bartender. Glad you like it. She's in a good mood. What should I start with? So, what information do you want from me? As I said, it's tough nut to crack. By tough, I mean dangerous. But I figure that's never been a problem for you. Nothing can get me as long as I run the Red Strings Club. Fire away. I want to know who the CEO of Supercontinent Limited is. Come again? Don't you work for them? Yeah? Can't you just Google it? Google's still around. Good to know. What you'll find online is that Supercontinent CEO is Jack B. Gaynor. What you'll also see is that he hasn't made a public appearance in 2 years. You're implying the CEO has been supplanted. That's one hypothesis, yeah. The fact is that no one's seen him for a long time, and that lately Supercontinent's philosophy and methods have changed dramatically. They've become quite a bit more aggressive. I see. Okay, Diana. Leave it to me. I'll look. What do you want to know about Supercontinent CEO? Don't mind me asking. What do you want to know about Supercontinent CEO? I guess proper explanations to you, but I want you to do a decent job. As I said, I believe the CEO is no longer Jack B. Gaynor. Never met the guy in person, nor was he a celebrity, but he showed his face when necessary. Now, I can't find record of a public appearance that's not at least 2 years old. Plus, Supercontinent's strategy changed dramatically 2 years ago. Changed how? I feel like they've become more aggressive, cruelly pragmatic. So, are you worried because you're behaving like a normal corporation? Yes. I didn't take you for an idealistic yuppie, Diana. Supercontinent has never been up to any good, no matter how pretty they're marketing. Except they actually serve a greater good. Supercontinent has done a lot for this country and people around them there, and people around the world. For example, look, Supercontinent's powerful, but they're not a massive corporation. Their fundamental goal isn't to accumulate power, but to grow their ability to help people. Supercontinent's executives are some of the lowest paid among major world corporations. That's because they don't aim for profit, but social change. I've witnessed it all myself. I'm part of it. Supercontinent plays a corporate game, but their goals aren't so different from yours. Supercontinent has fought many unjust laws, keeping governments in check. Supercontinent pleads for decent housing for everybody. She keeps saying Supercontinent. And they offer free legal representation to those who can't afford it. Hell, a few years ago they dismantled the entire city police force because of corruption. Okay, if they're so nice, what do you have to fear? That's the problem. I feel like they're not so nice anymore. I mean, the ideals and objectives are still laudable, but they become heartless in some way. A lot of brilliant employees have been dismissed for little reason. They're squeezing us to our limits with aggressive goals and deadlines. Like they have a big agenda they need to execute at any cost. Jack and Kano wouldn't have allowed that. So it's a question of job comfort, eh? I wish there was an extent of it. I don't want to sound paranoid, but it's hard to get work done when I think my life is in danger. Yeah, it's harsh. Okay, I'll get as much intel as I can. What have you been working on lately? Is this an official inquiry, or are you just making small talk? Sincerely interested. Oh, don't be so oily, Donnie. Sorry, occupational habit. But seriously, you okay? Not at my peak, I'd say. Too much going on lately. But you don't have to worry about me. You know, the information broker thinks just side business. As a Red String Club bartender, my true calling is to heal souls. What a good Samaritan you are. But don't sweat it. I swapped my soul for a brain processor a long time ago. Oh! The thing at the back of her head, I thought it was like a head wrap or something, like a scarf, but it's actually her brain. That's a brain processor. Jesus. Faint worry? Listen, died out. Worry about something. Do you mind if I invert roles for a moment and you listen to my problems? Wow, this is cute. Go ahead. Wouldn't miss a chance to learn more about the mysterious bartender. Thanks. See, it's about Brandy. You got in trouble again? He's always in trouble, but that's not what worries me. Lady's been acting moody and depressed, sometimes even aggressive. Yeah, that is strange. Guy with so many implants as him, I guess he'd have some stress regulators. All of that's making him more and more reckless. I'm afraid one day it'll come to the worst. Hey, Donovan, it's really weird to see you show concern so openly. So this must be grave. Listen, don't you worry. I'm really surprised that Brandy's acting that way. But my work will soon make everything alright. Your work? What are you working in? Count this as my payment for the job I want you to do. And please keep this information as confidential as possible. You realize I'm talking about an information broker. I'm dead serious here. If this leaks to the wrong ears, I could be in danger. Don't sell it cheap, at least. Don't worry, I'm very aware of what information can do. I'll keep you safe. Okay, listen. Brandy's personality issues will be totally solved. SPW's taking care of everything. You mean social psyche welfare? Shit, Donovan, you already know about that? Who the frick is leaking this info? I don't think it's a leak. I'm just, you know, too good an information dealer. Probably the only one who knows outside Supercontinent Limited. So you got it from someone on the inside? No. You know I never reveal my sources. That's also why you're safe talking to me. Okay, so if you already know about the project, you know you can rest assured. I'm not very aware of the details. Is it safe? Fine, I can fill you in. I'm the director after all. Got nothing to fear. What the frick? She's the director? How is she okay with this? Tell me more about social psyche welfare. I guess there's no way back with you now, so I'm going all in. You ready? Shoot. SBW is the greatest revolution in the area of human comfort. We've been working for a long time and designing a system that always keeps the user at their best. SBW is able to tell apart feelings like depression, anxiety, rage, and keep them in check using only the power of your own physiology. It's all natural, no secondary effects. Won't SPW make you stop being you? It's not going to affect individuality at all. It's only natural to be scared at the prospect of unlimited happiness. But this is less intrusive than the average antidepressant the city's inhabitants swallow every day. So you're saying that removing an important part of our mood spectrum isn't going to change our personalities? I didn't say that. It'll help us access our better selves. Or do you enjoy being sad? I would like to lose my sadness. Why not? Sadness isn't ugly, Diana. Yeah, I agree with Donnie right now. I've been bartending for a couple decades now. I've gotten to witness innumerable forms of sadness. Right there where you're sitting. And it can be a beautiful thing. It's moving. Draws us all together, keeping us thinking, wishing. So you actively working to suppress it? Just feels like a crime against humanity to me. Wow. I'm not ready to debate such poetry. Give it some thought, please. I will. Promise. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss? Is an SPW going to affect creativity? I hope so. Excuse me? Depression as a source of inspiration is just an unhealthy myth. Maslow's pyramid, baby. To achieve self-realization, to fully embrace creativity, you first have to be at peace. You don't have to be depressed to write a dark tale. You don't have to hate to draw violence. Art is emotion through the filter of calm focus. Okay, but what experience is the artist supposed to distill if they haven't felt anything before? Oh, but haven't we all felt enough already? So much left to feel. Don't be a hypocrite, there's so much left to feel. And for what? Just to suffer? You're saying that's justified to let people be in pain just in case they're potential artists? This is a ridiculous oversimplification. We know sweet because we know sour. We know good because we know evil. Removing one side of life's duality deprives the other of meaning. In your Occidental way of life, maybe. But the most zen way to go is to reject dualism altogether. There's no being sad or being happy. There's just being. SPW grants the completeness of a Zen master about the asceticism. I don't know, I have to disagree as well. I agree with Donnie. I mean, I see what SPW is trying to do, but at the same time, that's also a part of your being, you know? So I don't know, you're bullshitting me. That's honestly my stance, but I guess we'll need a couple day extra nights for me to fill you in on the Zen philosophy. Or at least a part of it that's convenient for your brainwashing brochure. Okay, easy now. You wanna know more about SPW, or have you unwound enough already? Do you think it's all a bit unnatural? Okay, now you're talking like an old timer. Do you know how many times that argument's been wielded against progress? This is progress, it's de-evolution. Yeah, how so? It seems like some pretty hardcore sci-fi shit to me. SPW being a technical marvel doesn't mean it'll spell progress for humankind. You're not adding to the human experience, you're detracting from it. You're depriving us of the insights of sadness. You're detaching us from the fuel of rage. A society that doesn't get mad, a society that doesn't plead for change. You're robbing humanity of many of the long-honed tools we use to cope with reality. That's actually also a very good point. Because we don't feel the negative emotions, how can we expect change? You know what I mean? For example, if we deprive everyone of the negative emotions, we could all just be living in boxes, you know? We could all literally like a cardboard box and we'd be okay with it because we don't have the negative emotion. So how can we progress as a human race if we are technically satisfied with what we have right now, right? Because the negative emotions are what pushes us more. Jealousy, I mean, people might think negative emotions aren't beneficial, but it is, because envy, jealousy, what else? Greed, it pushes us to strive to be better, because we want to be better, you know? It's human nature for us to be better. But if depriving us of these negative emotions will just make us all even, then I don't think it's a good idea. We in fact invented a device to stop time, but can't we move forward without conflict? It's a very bleak stance, but not necessarily a false one. I'll put some thought into it and speak with my team. Thank you. I just wish we had talked sooner about all this. Anything else? Let's talk about this. SPW sounds like a mind control device to me. That's quite a stretch. Isn't it unhappiness that drives us forward? What you're selling sounds like the worst kind of conformism. Also very true. No one will be able to fight, to rebel, to disrupt our world. That's pretty convenient for cores and governments alike, isn't it? That's also very true, because if shit, I can't remember the name of the company, but if the company is the one that's like setting out this program, theoretically can't they control what emotions to provide? So technically they would control everything. The fine part of eternal happiness is absolute obedience. I guess that's true to a certain extent, right? Because if you're deriving everyone of the negative emotions, then everyone will just think the same way, right? So I guess in kind of a way it is absolute obedience as well. Don't exaggerate. I'm using SPW right now. Do you see me as a harmless lad? I don't think so. How can you know? I feel better than ever. See, you're wrong about happiness being the greatest motivator. The best goals are born from joy and love. I don't blame you, you've always been a survivor. But those days are almost over. I don't want to sound delusional here, but SPW is worldwide peace, can't you see it? Excuse me, but no, I can't see it. The world needs a disagreement to keep evolving. World peace just means eternal slumber. Let me stop you right there before you start making it believe for war. You know that's not what I mean. Only that you just said world peace is bad for humanity. Okay, this argument isn't going anywhere. Let's change the subject. Yeah. Really excited about all of this. Sorry you're not a fan of it, but just accept it. This is the future. No, the present. Don't let it get under your skin or you ruin that fragile handcrafted happiness of yours. Ah, Donovan. If I hadn't removed the part of my brain that processes love, I swear I'd fall for you every time. I don't know how you do it, but I always leave the club shaken. I'm starting to think you're putting something in my drinks. Haha, just alcohol, I swear. But I'm glad I can get through your ice cold processors and stir those artificial feelings of yours. Hey, they're not artificial, they're just upgraded. Emotion can be a pitfall for scientists like me. Better have them in check. You gotta live more dangerously, Diana. Inspiration plays a big part in being a memorable scientist. Maybe. I'll make sure to come back to the club anytime you need some good old mojo. Please do. I should be leaving now. Thanks for the drinks, the chat, and the info. And please, call me soon you get something on Super Cotton CEO. I will. Thank you for coming, Diana. My pleasure. Thank you for coming. See you next time, Diana. Okay, Akara, listen. Never again say a customer's name. Why not? Because it makes them feel uncomfortable and paranoid. I was taught that repeating someone's name builds trust and familiarity. Yeah, but the Red Strings Club is a haven of sorts. My clients value anonymity. If you blab their names right when they come in, they'll think I told you all about them. And you're supposed to be a mere trainee. Leave the name dropping to me. Understood. I'm sorry, Donovan. Don't sweat it. Just keep it in mind, Akara. It won't happen again, Donovan. Very well, Akara. Let's focus on your aptitudes instead of your weaknesses. Get any interesting insights from your empathic algorithms? Indeed. However, I don't see an easy way to properly communicate them. So I would like to propose a game. A game? You're full of surprises. Play is one of the most primal human devices for learning and development. Hell yeah! Transmitting the vast amount of data I've gathered from your conversation with Diana is impossible. Another point I like, that's a point I like as well, because people always assume that video games are violent, number one, or like video games are detrimental to society, but I've actually learned a lot from video games, to be honest. Like right now, this game is very philosophical, you know, it makes you think, right? And I think that's good, you know, people should think. People should understand like what, like these thoughts, they should like, because, you know, some people will just assume that if it doesn't involve me, then I shouldn't think about it. But I feel like these are very important questions that we should ask ourselves. Because these, you know, this is speaking to our humanity. And I feel like these are very important tools, you know. So I've designed a process to let you reach your own conclusions. Moreover, I get to better understand you, so we can improve as a team. Sounds like pro HR talk. Sure, I'm in. How do we play? I'm going to ask you serious questions. 10 to be exact. I have my own answers to them, but I am most interested in your input. When we are finished, I will let you know how many of them you got right. If you got score at least 7 out of 10, I'll grant you a new skill. What? A new skill? Did I use the AI of an RPG villager to build you? What the hell? Can you even do that? A game without reward proves to be very dull. And yes, I can grant you something to improve your bartending skills. Why don't you just give it to me now? I'm designed to make you happy. A much different thing than granting your every wish. Sometimes I feel like you're some dumb mannequin, but now I believe the very devil can be running through your circuits. Shall I begin? Ah, this is exciting. You're more twisted than I thought. Give it to me. Is Diana physically attracted to you? Come again? What kind of question is that? And how am I supposed to know? Please just answer my questions. I know what I'm doing. Is Diana physically attracted to you? That's a good question. She said if her brain wasn't that way, she would fall in love with me. But that could be simply because of the philosophical way of Dottie's thinking. But sure, I'll say yes. Is Diana 100% loyal to Supercontinent Limited? That's a good question too. These are actually all very good questions. Is she 100% loyal? I would say she seems to be on board with it, but I'll say yes. She proud of social psyche welfare. She is. Would Diana be happier about the effects Would Diana be happier without the effects of SPW? Would Diana be happier with the effects of SPW? Would she be happier? If you're asking me, I'll say no, but if you're asking Diana, she'd say yes. So I'll say no. Does Diana know about the mirror neuron algorithm? Shit, what is that? I'll say yes, she does. She's the director. Who's the person that Diana most admires? This is probably the CEO, or herself. I say CEO. Regarding your bartending, what spirit does Diana enjoy the most? Frick, I don't know. Bourbon? Did Diana lie to you during a conversation? I don't think so. What is Diana's greatest fear right now? Supercon Unlimited? Is social psyche welfare as bad as you thought? This is one I can't fail, this is my opinion, no? Maybe. It's as hard as not lying. Well, I can see its benefits. Yeah, I can. Diana's supposed to be under the effects of SPW, isn't she? And she seemed pretty functional to me. But we still have to make sure that Supercontinent isn't planning to pulling any tricks. We better do something now before it's too late to join the party. Okay, that was the last question. Did I pass? You got 7 out of 10 questions right. I feel like no matter what I said, I would have gotten 7 out of 10, you know? Congratulations, you're a sharp man, Donovan. It sounds a little condescending, but thank you. Oh, I think I could have failed, actually. But I win. I'm going to produce a short span memory resetter for you. Is that a cool name for a shot? No. One of my abilities is to synthesize psychoactive drugs. The system was designed to deal with emergency anxiety crises and such. But given the unusual context we're in, I can widen its purpose. Flip. Add this to the client's drink and they'll think they just sat at the bar for the first time. That way you can explore different paths in a conversation without them noticing. That sounds crazy and a bit immoral. Why? Aren't you manipulating them with your drinks? I thought this would be helpful. Ah, you got me there. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. I'm sorry, Donovan. It's okay. I'll save it for an emergency. Say, how much of this can you produce? Not much. I have a limited chemical repository for such purposes. So I'd rather keep these as prizes for our little games. How playful of you. Gotcha. Let's keep it like this then. I detect a client approaching the club. So soon? Didn't expect anyone else tonight. Do you want me to check their background? Yes, please. Like the printer. Naima Koss, 34 years old. She's a corporate lawyer at Supercontinent Unlimited. Footage from nearby locations showed that she's been shadowing Diana. Oh, this may be troublesome. Do you want me to drive her away? Can you do that? I could send a fake emergency meeting request to her phone, for example. Your skill set begins to seem uncanny. Do you want me to drive her away? No, let her in. Fate brought her to Red Strings Club, there has to be a reason. And we're happily gonna exploit that. Welcome to the Red Strings Club. Absent on the rocks, please. Welcome to the Red Strings Club, miss. I'm afraid I can't just serve that to you. It's not your usual bar. Here, you tell me how you feel and I fix you a matching drink. I see. Then I feel like asking you a series of questions regarding why you're prying into my client's business. I'll try. You must be a lawyer, no? That's correct. I'm here representing Supercontinent's interest. What was Diana May's business here? Hold your horses now. Apart from serving drinks, I'm also an information broker. So questions have a price tag in this club. Okay, how much? Here's my deal. You ask as many questions as you want, then I get to ask that many questions myself. Fair enough. Although I should inform you that, unlike you, I won't be able to disclose any of my client's sensitive information. Fair enough. Although I must let you know that, unlike you, I know my way around empathy and subtlety. You're just leaking more information than you might think. I'll take my chances, mister. Name's Donovan, owner of the Red Strings Club. Nice to meet you. I am Naima Koss, corporate lawyer at Supercontinent Unlimited. Shall we commence business? Fire away. What was Diana's May's business here? She's an old friend. She pays me a visit every now and then. We got drinking caught up, that's it. Please, at least have the decency not to lie to me. I won't lie to you either. If I can't disclose something, I will clearly specify so. Except that was the truth, Miss Koss. Friendship might sound alien in your world, but we still keep loving each other. Next question is about PROXYMA organization. They've been making trouble for my client lately. I'd like to know exactly what PROXYMA's got in Supercontinent. Interesting. Should I say that? Should I say this? I feel like if I say this, PROXYMA might get in trouble, and Brandy is kind of in PROXYMA, isn't he? I don't think I should lie though. So I'll tell her. Oh, I guess you're aware that PROXYMA agent died in one of your relations. Can't comment, but please continue. It so happens that agent managed to access some juicy intel from one of the executives. More precisely about social psyche, welfare, and the mirror neuron algorithm. Ringing any bells? That's enough. Next question. Your ellipses are quite revealing, you know that? Next question. Where is Johanna Seftis? Come again? Where is Johanna Seftis? You're saying that as if I should know her. What a poor information dealer you are if you don't even know Supercontinent's Chief Operations Officer. What's the matter? Is she missing? Forget about it. That was all I had to ask. My turn then? Go ahead. You have 3 questions. I can't have you sitting there about a drink though. It's a club after all. Okay, but I won't be telling you how I feel or any of that nonsense. Don't worry. You'll let me know about yourself already for me to work my magic. Trust me. You'll like this. Have you taken the blue pill? Wait, wasn't the red pill that was the one that opens the eyes? Should it be ambition or stress? I wouldn't say she's overly ambitious. I would say she's remorse as well. Let's give her stress. Stress it up. Questions quick, I have a lot on my plate. Trick what hurt, relax. If you're stressed, let's exploit that. 2 questions left. Choose the topic wisely. Who's the highest authority on SPW? Why you ask that? Planning something? Come on, I'm just an information team. I'd like to know what the pieces are on the board. What do you mean by authority then? Basically, who's calling the shots on SPW? They don't fully disclose that kind of hierarchy to me, but I'd say Johanna Seftis is the top name here. Nice, I don't know if this is asking too much, but how would I go about contacting her? Oh, I'd be more than happy to answer that, especially today. But I don't know if you caught on to the details about Johanna's disappearance is part of the reason I'm here. Oh, right. 2 questions left. Choose the topic wisely. Why didn't the CEO tell me about you? What? How do you know our CEO? Are you talking about the CEO of Superkind Limited? She didn't come to this dive, did she? Wow, dive? Really? I'm sorry, I just find it terribly shocking that you dealt with Radhika and I've barely even seen her. Plus, she shouldn't be visiting these kind of places. Why not? She's not a baby. Barely. Did she come here by herself? You always been alone. I'll let the board members know immediately. Slow down. Why is this such a big deal? I'm done with this topic. I'll make sure you never get to see Radhika again. Wow. Okay. It doesn't matter if it's Radhika, girl. Ooh. Dynasty's right on money this. Okay, last question. Will everything be ready for the revealing next week? Can't be next week. That's what my people on the inside told me. This constant marketing ain't gonna hear about this. We're always cleaning up after them in the legal department. Told me they're doing TV? Seriously? Are they already on that phase of Genesis? What? Marketing's a stupid name for the press operation. Forget about it. Thanks for letting me know, in any case. No problem. Well, I'm afraid you run out of questions. I've got too much to do tonight, so goodbye. Sure, go and spread the laws through town. You seem to be enjoying yourself. So just in case, I'll inform you of the current situation. Supercontinent is going through turbulent times right now. That's good. That's good. That's... Oh, wait. I think... Did Donnie say that? That's good. That spells change for a company. I've seen it many times. But in the process, there's usually a trail of casualties. The way you're playing right now, you've got a ticket to become one of them. Be warned, Mr. Bartender. Didn't know corporate lawyers were in the business of extending such stylish death threats. There are many fates worse than death when up against corporate law. Have a good night. Thank you for coming. See you next time. Was my performance to your satisfaction this time? Excellent, thank you very much. So, quiz time now? If you please. Of course, I find it quite amusing, in fact. 7 out of 10 or more earns me a prize, right? Go ahead. Stamina costs a psychopath. What? You're gonna ask me if she was attracted to me this time? That's irrelevant for Naima's case. Answer the question, please. Stamina costs a psychopath. I'd say no. I don't think she's a psychopath. What's the top priority right now? Find Joanna's Aptus, I guess. Is SPW in jeopardy? No. Does Naima know about M&A? Yes. Does Naima perceive you as a threat? Yes. Is Naima capable of betraying supercontinent? No. She's capable of covering murder for her employer? Yes. She's capable of committing murder for her employer? Sure. Regarding social psyche welfare, does Naima believe SPW is a good thing? I'd say yes. Do you think technology manufacturers have the right to alter their products after sale? What do you mean? Is supercontinent designed, created, and distributed human upgrades? Do they have the right to modify them? As in by adding SPWs to them? Among other things, do they have the right to modify them? But they should be clear about it. I don't think I got 7 out of 10. Supercontinent is concealing the fact that something they sold is going to fundamentally change you. Isn't that the normal procedure for all technology? Dozens of firmware updates are pushed on a daily basis. Its users accepting its terms and conditions blindfolded. So you're saying this is the public's fault? I'm not very versed in the human concept of fault. It is my understanding though that accepting something without thought is a sign of trust. Thrust. In this case, I'd rather call it ignorance than trust. People have been indoctrinated over the years to accept whatever updates course throw them. So the problem's not supercontinent modifying its creations, but the lack of education among its users. In a free society, isn't education an individual responsibility? Not in my opinion. The powerful educate. Parents teach, schools teach, the media teaches, the government teaches. The issue might be then that you don't agree with what they're saying, what they're teaching. That's beyond doubts, yes? Was it a question of just food for thought anyway? Indeed, it was the 10th question. Thank you for elaborating. Ah well, how did I do? You've answered 6 out of 10 questions correctly. I'm sorry, you failed. No do-overs this time? No, I'm sorry, we're not in the tutorial anymore. What? I had a do-over? What did I miss this time? Short-term memory resetter. Oh, I thought it was going to be a different price this time. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right that variety and the rewards can improve the game's design. I'll try to think of something different for the next time we play. Haha, it's okay, don't worry about it. Although, I gotta confess, the anticipation has me excited about the next game already. Glad to hear you're having fun. Listen, I think I'm good close for today. My gut tells me you won't be getting any more clients tomorrow. Yes, it doesn't look like it. Can you tell too? Do you have instincts? What you humans call instincts are just deductions your brain has drawn for you. You simply can't follow the logical sequence due to the vast amount of data your brain processes. Unlike you, I'm able to keep up with my brain. So basically, yes, your gut is right. We won't be having any more clients tonight. Good to hear, because my leg is killing me. Let's call it a night. Okay, if that's the case, I think I'll leave this episode here. So, it seems to me that there's not a lot of gameplay in terms of like, you know, a lot of moving, a lot of action. Sure, maybe like you get like the pottery thing and maybe like the bartending thing every now and then, but like there's no real gameplay. And I don't mind because this game's actually pretty interesting because it makes you question these philosophical questions. Whether like corporations have the right to do this or not. Whether it's the humans' fault that, you know, that we don't educate ourselves. Because that is a very good question actually. Is it our fault that we don't educate ourselves? But yeah, you know, let me know what you think. In any case, if you like what you see and you like what you hear, be sure to like, subscribe, and get that bell icon to stay up to date on all my latest videos. As always, be safe, take care, and I'll see you at the next video. Peace!